Okay, I'm back and I had a change of plans. I've decided I think it's going to be necessary for me to fully protect Gleba before I can leave and attempt to make any Spidertrons or anything like that. Yeah, and when my ship heads back to Novice, I'm actually going to grab a bunch more lasers. Actually, I should get so many. How many can fit in one? Our rocket capacity is 25. That kind of sucks. But I'm gonna put 100, and I'm also, let me see. See, because I want to also be able to build a lot of walls, which I could really probably more easily make on Gleba. Rocket capacity is 100. Yeah, I think I should make those on the planet. I don't know. I'm just gonna let that go. I also changed fish breeding instead of the captivity thing. Why would I do that? Well, because when I was zoned out, imagining all the specific possibilities of things that I would like to do and that I would need to do, like just again in the middle of the night, like I don't know, it's like I fall like half asleep, I wake up and I'm like, oh yeah, let me get my Spidertron higher quality. And I'm thinking about everything and I'm like, Spidertron takes fish. Like I imagined setting up a thing on Novice and getting the best ingredients for everything and making the higher quality Spidertron. But then I'm like, the fish. How the hell would I get a higher quality fish? Because it takes one raw fish of all things. Like, if I stay out there and I get all the higher quality stuff and I bring it back to get the higher quality rockets, yeah, I think I was also thinking I might stay here and try to get the better rockets. Well, that needs to go in there. But it just hit me also that I really am not, like, I would not feel right leaving my base here. Like, leaving everything in mine here. Because I know if I mess around on Novice for a long enough time, things are going to show up and they're going to attack. And then they're going to smash through all this. They're going to smash along the whole thing. They're going to smash up the whole base. And I'm going to come back. I would have to come back and see that, and it would just be too much to deal with. So, why not just stay here for the time being and ship in a bunch of turrets? Because, I mean, I saw people talking about Gleba again. I think it's just that people probably are underestimating the defenses we need out here, which I can see, obviously. I mean, they can walk over walls, so walls aren't even gonna be a thing that makes any kind of difference. I'm just thinking, if I can attack things with enough range and enough damage at a given moment, it should be able to take things down so that they just can't even get close to my stuff. which is exactly what I should be attempting to do. And if I want to make walls, all I need are stone bricks. So I should have that going. Oh, I do. Toss in some more rocket fuel. Yeah, I was also considering moving my power back to like right here. If I could wedge in power and then put in a lot of defenses, then the only thing I would need to have external from this little base area would be if I really needed the mining, the stone mining to continue, which I suppose I would, but if that got destroyed, that wouldn't make any difference. That wouldn't be any kind of problem, but in the meantime, like, I could just start building out this area. Okay, now this is all gelatinous ooze. What is all this? Okay. Oh, I was like, how? At what point did I pick up iron bacteria? I was only thinking of it being made in here. Those can be set down. I did remove everything from in this tank, right? Yeah, I must have. I think it shows the grid when I open this, maybe, if there's anything in it. Personal battery MK3. I could technically toss another one in here. No. I feel like these have to have grown here recently. Because having those that close to the base, I feel like I absolutely would have picked them up. It's going down. That sucks. If only I could speed it up drastically more. I didn't even think of putting stuff I pick up into it until just right now. If these didn't spoil so quickly, this would actually probably be a decent strategy. Yep, they're not gonna last. Oh well. And these all go in here. These go there. Lubricant. Okay, and I should keep making these. It takes processing units, and I can get those. What? How would that happen? Oh, this is... Okay, well that's not gonna last long. Those are all unpowered. Isn't it like daytime though, right now? Shouldn't that be of significance? Okay, that should be asking for are the stupid blue circuits really that difficult to produce? And we're waiting on green circuits. Really? Green circuits. Okay, so it's the iron. We're waiting on iron. We don't have any iron. Oh, well, it looks like there's some iron. Why is this putting directly into... I don't understand. Okay, so this... There is no request for blue copper cables. I'm really confused. Shouldn't... Like, how would I have made any of these if I didn't have blue copper cables being made? So there's this thing of copper cables. All of these are being made now. There shouldn't be an issue. But I've got to get finished. And we're competing with what? Making these, making, I don't know what else uses. Weird. Certain things, their quality differences have no significant, like, benefit. But other things, it's a huge benefit. Like, you would think the larger or the higher quality storage tanks, like, I would have expected the storage volume to be increased at least a little bit. I mean, I guess that's not of huge significance, but I don't know. 125 range. So these, yeah, as with most ammo types, the damage increases, which would seem like the sensible thing. Space platforms. So these blues that are going into this, one is made, it comes over, goes in, and then the percentage goes up by 2. I am gonna need to stop at Fulgora. Ship up like 5,000 blue circuit things, processors. Send them back to Novice. And also, it's frustrating that throughout all of this I'm going to have to be worrying about how quickly these stack up. Because if I don't leave immediately back for here, they're going to be wasted. It's not a huge deal that they're wasted, but I really don't want to be at this base for longer than it takes to get all the necessary science finished. And I don't know if that's going to work as easily as I would hope it would. But here's a thought I had. Yeah, these are... oh yeah, it replaced what I had set. Okay, so those two are now going to be... and my thought was having 3 of these, I think, will be a good defense. So that would mean I'm going to need one right here as well. Power is also a frustrating factor of all this. Because if those stompers come from the wrong direction, all it would take is they poke one of these poles that's damaged and all of these will stop. They won't be able to do anything. So they're protecting power from that direction, I suppose. So the power outage again. Makes perfect sense. Just send it back, finish my fish breeding. Why isn't it working? I mean, I could be out of science over there. And I am, so that's fine. That's an acceptable reason that it's not working on it. If they were just rotating around here going bad, then that would be very annoying. Now, blue is stacked up, that's good. Purple is stacked up now to a reasonable extent. These gold are still being made. They frustrate me for how expensive they are, but it's important that I just let them build up as well. And fish breeding, I have no idea what that is, how it works, but I guarantee it's whatever is required for wait a minute. This is what I needed. I need to upgrade my quality potential on both of these. And the power problem? The power. Power. What's using power? Really, I don't know. I don't know what's using power right now. I have no idea what would be using power more than any other point. So we ran out of garbage. There's garbage. It's going in. Why is the power staying low though? About to put in my nuclear fuel. Speaking of which, fuel. How much fuel have I built up? 164. So that is not... It's not an unreasonable amount. So I'll toss one of these in. Actually, I should probably put them in here just because that'll be a stable moment of production. Whereas this is weird. Don't know what's going on with that. Okay. We're out of pizza. Great. We got pizza. Okay, so we're out of pizza for everything. This has got to be grabbing pizza from there. Why wouldn't it? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, wrong one. Okay, now that will keep that going. That will ensure pizza is provided in this direction for a while. And we're gonna put that there, and one over here. Look at this gel on me. I didn't ask for this. What are things I can burn? Can these burn? Nah, they should be able to. That would make sense. In a proper world. Rocket turret. Now I could put a fourth one here. Not gonna say that would be a good idea, but it would be a good idea. I'm thinking though, I really kind of do want to cushion things in even further. And if I got land built all over here, the jelly floor, I should be able to... wedge a lot of that over here, and it would... God damn it, these stupid things. Come on, come on. Okay, so... I'll take that down. Let's see what I can do over here. Okay. So... This is full of that. I'm thinking... I'm just gonna move... Yeah, you know, I really don't like the thought of doing that, like, without just setting up a second one, which I could do. Where's my spoilage at? Okay, one tower. And I'm gonna need to uproot a bunch of this land. A bunch of this has to be my jelly land. But this should give me, I should be able to see a fair perspective of where I will be able to, like, is it the yellow that I can set stuff on? I don't even know. Like, is this like permanently not able to be built on? Let me see. Okay. So it looks like... Looks like it'd be a better place to put it, like, over here somewhere. But part of my reasoning for moving is because I want to reduce the amount of production. I don't know what I'm doing with this. This isn't gonna work, is it? I don't even understand what's going on with this. Okay, this upper area is connected still. Now let me see how this works. If I clear all this out. Now, I'm gonna have to hope I got a lot of that in here. A lot of this is gonna be regular ground, too. I did build on the most, like, obvious location where there was a lot of land, so I probably didn't build as much as I would have hoped. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put this like right here. Then I'll put one of these like right there. Then one will be input, one will be output, one will be input. The output's gonna go like this. Okay, whoops. Okay, that's going to be output, and input is going to be annoying. There we go. Now those turrets don't have a way to refill. I didn't think they would need... I wasn't thinking of how they would need to be close to a RoboPort. But that... I guess that isn't like a huge problem to put one here. And that means I can also put some of this crap down. 22. Here. Nutrients, that's what I need to make floor. I always forget what it would take because I had it set up before, but it felt like it was so impossible at the time. Yeah, I got plenty of that in here now. Yeah, the main issue used to be the seeds, getting a proper amount, and then somehow getting the nutrition stuff in a decent quantity. But now, it should mean I can get like, at least like, I feel like half of one like this is probably good for most purposes. Like, that's a solid chunk, and it would reduce, hopefully, the spore production compared to what I had before. Now, I don't know if that's going to cause some kind of hang-up. Oh, shit. How are these eggs building up? Doesn't even make sense. Oh, the science is built up. Okay, that makes sense. So I'll send that up and it will head out. Fish breeding will finish. Now I wonder if it'll stop for... I think I canceled the thing that'll make it stop. Okay, I've got a lot of seeds on me that I can toss back in here if there was any space, which there's not. Okay, so the fresh nuts are showing up there. Now this place over here, don't know what I want to... like, my original plan was to move it further out so I could get more space. But now, I don't know about that. And I need to consider these. By putting in quality modules, I'll slowly be able to build up better quality ones. I need to consider how many I'm gonna need. Okay, it takes 20 to make one rocket, apparently, or one rocket turret. So that means I would need 20, but I would need the rocket turret itself. Rocket turret will require... it will require 4 of these blue rocket launchers that I've got one of. But on Fulgora, I do believe I set up a rocket launcher maker here. I probably closed that process down. I think I had it set up temporarily just to make the one that I have. Not realizing those were actually needed for rocket turrets. If I would have known that, I would have definitely probably just left it going until I got a lot of them. Iron plates, gear wheels, and electronic circuits. Those are all very standard things. I swear I need like... I'm trying to think... a thing with like the little platitude on it. Something Like, wish I was fishing, but it would be just wish I was on Fulgora. Because that's really where I want to be. I just want to hang out there and tweak little quality things, slowly work up quality stuff. This Fulgora's cool. Easily, like, totally warps the gameplay, but it keeps things in a simple... I mean, it's not really simple. It's a very complex situation. You gotta deal with it. But once you get, like... I guess once you do like I did and set up the larger base over there where you can actually start to consider things, I feel like it's just awesome. Like, see, I have enough gears. I could make a bunch of rocket launchers that would be... I mean, I guarantee I have all the stuff to make a lot of rare quality stuff. And it's funny because rare quality is not even the best quality. Rare quality is an awesome quality. But... oh, it is burnable fuel. Okay. Oh yeah, I got these eggs on me. I gotta remember that. Do not want to keep all those on me. And this is going. It's got the two that somehow magically stack up. Oh. Does it not use the one? It's gotta use the one. It makes 2 out of 1, so the 2 should evenly split. I don't understand that. It should be kept at a sustainable amount, I think. That just confuses me. Like, I feel like it makes sense that I'm wrong somehow, but I'm not sure how. Okay, damn it. Okay, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. And I gotta reset that to 100 because it's gonna keep resetting it when I do this. Unless I fix that by making a new copy of this triple one. Okay, I set that down by hand so it doesn't have targeting priorities. we're gonna go with the stompers. The strafers are incredibly annoying too. Incredibly annoying. Okay, blueprint. That's probably good. I'll just ignore that, because I mean, this stacked up is a problem. It's not beneficial because I have to work around it by setting things to grab the freshest. It's not beneficial. Alright, so I've got 2 sets of turrets set up. 2 sets that have multiple turrets at least. And all of my standard turrets are just sitting around where they will, given enough time, completely run out of ammo if they're not destroyed before then. So like I've got a bunch of those around. It's funny because, like, I mean, I got a lot of turrets out here, but with what I've seen from the aliens, random turrets sitting around are just, like, waiting to get destroyed. I feel like the only option is to group them together And I don't know if that would even be good enough. Oh no, don't tell me we're out of plastic. Okay, I got some. Ooh, and I got those. Okay, so that's big. That's big. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to get those. That means I'll also want to reduce my number of those, because that's going to be a hefty... It's going to be a cost. Okay, so I got 50 plus, what was it, 25 also? Get out my old book. Where is my book? Where is my book? I'm quite certain I do have my book. Oh, yeah, maybe I could stop it. Oh yeah, I did know for all of them. Right? Yeah, this is what I'm gonna want. A bunch of these that I could just plop down all over the place, like all over the place. It's gonna take so many of these. And that means I'm gonna need these. See, I want them to be in the range of these because it's not gonna work well otherwise. Put it down. Okay. Now these need to go down, replacing the more higher quality ones I had there that failed to do anything. I should probably close these in. Put them closer in an area where they're like a backup in the worst case where everything gets really close and then they start doing faster damage. Shit. What? I'll need one over here somewhere. I feel like I'm gonna need these set up a bunch within range of the missiles. The missiles are gonna be a primary factor that's gonna keep things like, hopefully the lasers just start doing a little damage and then the big boys get in range of the missiles and they get taken down, hopefully, so that everything else will be too small for the too small to walk over all these walls at the very least, which would allow I feel like I really need to put my power stuff in here. Because, like, maybe a little bit of it. Or maybe just this big battery chunk or something. I don't even know. I feel like this is just gonna be a painful situation no matter what. And I'm trying to be proactive here. Set things up so that they're actually defended. Like I got missiles there, none on this area here. I should probably have some down here somewhere. Okay, it's gonna build all that. Then up here. Did I use up all my electric poles? Because that's, again, annoying. It's annoying not having a lot of the basic stuff on here. It is still really weird when I look at the logistics menu out here. Like, this is really all I've got? I got some fruits. Tiny bits of metal, 22k copper. That's actually a shitload of copper. What the hell isn't my iron building up like that? You gotta be kidding me. Oh yeah, I finished those fish things. So can I breed fish out here? Is there any fishies? I feel like I doubt there's gonna be any fish out here. Crafted on Novice. Nutrients from fish. So I'll be able to get nutrients on Novice, it's saying. So I can get wood and tree seeds on Novice, and I can get nutrition from fish. These are all gonna run out of ammo eventually. That's right, I set these up to make sure that's not a problem. Okay. Defenses. Now I know this, whatever I think is going to be good enough, it's not going to be good enough. So I need to do more than that. And I don't know what that would be aside from adding more of the missile turrets, because those big things really, it's the problem is I don't have actual turret production on this base. Therefore, any damage incurred through these processes that involves the complete destruction of any building, my bots will not be able to replace the things. Therefore, any damage to that extent will result in weakening of defenses in any given area. So, if I'm not going to be here, and I'm going to hope I'll have a Spidertron out here at some point, but if I'm not here and I don't have a Spidertron out to go out and cleanse the landscape of things, wherever anything pops up at their little dwelling where they spawn from, it's going to weaken a point, and then they're going to continue to spawn and head towards that location that's been weakened. That's annoying. Kidding me? I don't have ground on me now. Did I really use all that? I got... Hold up, you mean to tell me? Oh, I guess I did fill in that whole area. I forgot about that, because I know I had a bunch in my base and everything. But it does get used up very quickly. I feel like maybe I should set up some way to feed several turrets from a single chest, and fill up the chest with ammo from my space platform, just because it seems like that would be a good idea. Okay, now this is gonna head off. Captivity may finish this next one. That means I'm gonna be able to bring... Wait a second. Wait a second. Yumako soil. Can be planted on Yumako soil. What I'm thinking, is there a way for me to start farming the fruits on Novice? Because if I can make nutrition out of fish, that would mean even if I don't have spoilage, well, technically, it might make, like, being able to make it with fish might make it sustainable compared to making it with, like, spoilage, because fish will turn into spoilage, so I would have a way to get spoilage, but I don't think there would be a way to make enough of that for it to be meaningful in most production situations. One raw fish turning into 20 nutrients. 2 raw fish and nutrients and water can make 3 raw fish. Wow! So this is just a fish multiplying process. which I would need if I'm gonna automate a large number of Spidertrons. If I'm gonna make Spidertrons perpetually, forever, that's what I'm gonna need. Fish production. It is a very weird detail added to the game. It's like, I feel like it's a very odd approach. Like, well, want to be able to make a big giant mechanical spider? Well, first you need to start by breeding fish. Or even just capturing a fish, but then the idea of automating that process is what pulls in the breeding. And since everything in the game can be automated now for the sake of enhancing quality, they had to make fish breeding automated because it's involved in production finally. That's a weird detail, but I guess I don't mind it. It seems extra modded though, I'm not gonna lie. That seems like something that a mod would just throw into the game just to try to add some difficulty or depth to things. But a lot of this DLC does kind of feel that way. Okay, so Gleba has a very large number of things set up for defense, most of which seem really stupid. So I got this here, so if I set up another one of these over here, oh, that's what one of the things this song reminds me. I didn't catch it at first. I think it's this song, or one of the songs that sounds similar to it. But I mentioned some game at some point, but one of the songs reminds me of music that I'm pretty sure it would be in the second game, in Psychonauts. One of the Psychonauts games, I'm pretty sure it's Psychonauts 2. One of the songs on this planet reminds me of it. I'd have to actually look. I haven't even listened to the music from the game since I made that conclusion, so it's kind of an assumption. It's just, I was like, what does this remind me of? I think it might actually be the menu music too. Not sure. I always have an urge to figure out random things like that. Like just when I have a sense of something. Like my Crashlands joke. The way this planet kind of reminds me of the weird little biomes in Crashlands. Like one of them looks like a purple mushy ground area. I think that's where I spawned in when I started that joke at the beginning of one of my other videos. One of my recent ones. Okay. Lots of defenses. So yeah, all these, again, I have an urge to pull them back, set something up like right here. Do I have enough ground? Yeah, I think so. fill all these. And I'm not going to have enough ground for what I want to do, which is set some more lasers down. So I'm going to have to find somewhere that already has ground, maybe. Does this have ground under it? Yeah, it's got to be like right over here or something. Looks like that might fit. Okay. $78, and it has 10 kills. Bro. I feel like I just want to keep throwing stuff up. Just keep adding. Okay. I guess this is building up pretty normally, maybe. I don't know if I need turrets along my, like, power, like near my power lines and stuff, or if I should just keep them in. Wait, is that not gonna reach? My goodness. I'm doing it like backwards, I guess. I don't know. Oakley dokley. Come on. There we go. All right. Okay. Oh, we finished that. Interesting. Now, I have no idea what I should do. Epic quality would be cool. See? If I did epic quality, it's gonna be so much harder because like blue is sometimes kind of rare. I mean, I've got a lot of blue built up on full gore of a lot of things. But I need to be considering what specifically would be easiest. Did I start this one already or no? No. Steel plates. Advanced asteroid processing. Ugh. This is the type of stuff that like I don't even want to think about. This is when I know I'm late game Factorio, because in the normal game it would be like, oh, I gotta make blue circuits now. Great. Oh, it takes fluids into it too. Blah blah blah. Now it's like, oh great, my space platform has to be adapted for advanced asteroid processing. Getting the specific materials that would allow me to make rockets. Okay, you get the sulfur, you get metallic split between. So that would mean it would make sense for me to have the foundries up there, which would mean foundries for standard metal, standard iron, as well as one for copper, whatever things I want to produce out of both of those. Then I've got the carbon and the sulfur, both of which together can make coal, which can go into types of ammunition that I would need. And ice, of course. The ice can convert into calcite, solving the issue of having to stop at Vulcanus every so often to get calcite for all my foundries. So this would solve all those problems. I need to get Gleba on lock. I need to put up like, maybe that's it. I will build a wall so thick that the stompers can't step over it. I'll make it like 12 thick so they walk up to it and they just bump into it. Maybe if I make a wall so thick that they can't step over it, I don't even have to fight them no more. Maybe I'll just stay back. I'll just have the wall up, keep them out. They see the wall, they don't know what to do. They just leave me alone. Maybe I think it counts as military though, so they would just, I wouldn't like they would attack that immediately. So yeah. I guess this is gonna be a priority. As much as I don't like it, it's gonna be a priority. It's before Aquilo. It's one of the things I'll need. Getting that done first, I think, would be advantageous. Can turn coal into oil products. Okay, so now if I go with that one too, guess what? I can have oil products on my ship because I'll be able to make coal. That's getting to be too much. Like, imagine my space platform with flamethrower turrets launching flames out. Imagine there's heat added into that, so I can preheat my asteroids before they get to the ship. I'll just get them a little melty so then they go straight into the foundry. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna doubt artillery can work on space platforms, but that would be pretty interesting, I'm sure. Okay, so laser weapons. Yeah, I'm gonna set this. We're gonna start on that, and then we're just gonna jump to that's one we're gonna have to do. I just need. I wish I could have done both of those sooner. If I could have just unlocked legendary quality right away, I would have been working towards that the whole time. Okay, what am I gonna need? Let's check how many of those blues I got built up. 6. Got a whole 6 of them. I don't know, I can't comprehend how this is happening. What is this not doing? Just being slower? It's going in there. It's... And then we get that. Bro. Oh my goodness. It only gives a low percentage. I acknowledged that before. We all know that now. I acknowledge that this only gives a 10% chance of iron bacteria. This always giving iron bacteria. But I never considered flopping it back and forth, back into this one. And of course I got too much stuff over here, like, there's just plain too much stuff. This water pipe is really annoying. It's awkwardly wrapped around. That production's important though. So, I barely even need this water up here. I'll need water here. And it would be hard to get it in aside from one space down. But frustrated with this water. Okay, here's what I can do. It can fit straight through into the side here. fucking offshore. Offshore, 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 offshore. Like, I don't know why I can never see these stupid ones. It's like they look awkward. Okay, now that's connected to this. But priority is getting this to over here. Not gonna need that. Gonna need that there. This whole thing was awkwardly just to connect these two parts. So if I put this here and this here, this can be connected like that. But then this can actually go down here. Okay, now we're gonna pull out the fucking bacteria and put it back in. How hard would that have been to do? And we'll put this here so it can provide, but this will grab iron bacteria. This will grab iron bacteria. And that'll keep it perpetuating. And when it converts, it'll get pulled back over here by bots. But in the meantime, it will continue to perpetually feed into itself. Hopefully. It does look like their 1 minute spoil time is maxed out each time, so it's not relevant to the bioflux or iron bacteria lifespan. I think. Meaning, even when these run out and convert, it's gonna still allow any surviving iron bacteria getting through here. So dumb. It's like one little thing like that, and I just didn't think of it until now, suddenly. One little thing like that. I'm like, and I looked at it before, I'm like 10%, and this one produces 4 iron bacteria. Just feeding back into itself solves the problem of this just being for jump starting it, essentially. So yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, occasionally it'll pull one out, which is fine. It'll just continue to keep it going. Now, I don't know how this is working, though. I'm not doing that with this. How the hell did I build up so much copper? I'm just gonna ignore that. But now that I do have that metal, there are things I can do with it. It's gonna be building up. One of those things is very quickly I need to accept that yeah, my storage is low as shit. I'm sure. I can't see any that aren't full of shit, so... I don't like putting everything in one area. Then again, I also feel unsafe about this entire base. Like, I'm just thinking of how it's gonna feel to have all these things destroyed. It's gonna be really annoying. Okay, and this is not set according to my standard requirements. I want to focus down the big boys. And these ones, they just don't seem to smash things personally. Acid splash. Well, whatever. I'm sure this base will do just fine now. And see, all this crap is building up, even though I drastically minimized my production. Drastically reduced it. I don't understand. Well, I mean, I guess this got its temperature up from a lot of waste at first. I just don't understand why it's not kind of retaining its heat level. Yeah, all this space feels very wasted if I don't put something there. And this stuff feels like it's safely out of the way, but I don't know. I think what's going to have to happen is I'm just going to have to wait until some kind of attack start in a situation where I'm not able to stop it or whatever. And then at that point, I'm going to see what happens. And it will be too bad. And then I think I'll just have to reload a save earlier and respond according to whatever occurred. Okay, what happens when these both fill up? So those are using spoilage to stay powered. That makes me wonder, would it be more efficient for them to be using carbon? Or should I save my carbon for over here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Launch that up again. We are not having problems with stacking up science. I expected it to be much more like permanently difficult. But once, at least having the space platform automated, it's kind of solving most of the difficulties of that. Although, I need to make sure I am for sure getting low density structures. Add weight condition. Let's see that these requests are satisfied. Requests I will need will be the low density structures. 200. It's 4 stacks. Rocket capacity. What else will I need? Don't know. So it should take care of those requests. Stack size 50, rocket capacity 25. I think that's what I'm going to want to limit this at. Just so it doesn't hang up for too long. Boop boop boo, ba doo boop boo. Sure is a good thing I got this mech suit. Otherwise, pipes like this would actually be annoying. But with this, I don't have to care. I did think about, I was telling my nephew about this game, and I did think about how restarting this game now is going to be so much more difficult just because of things like the mech suit. Without it, I'm going to be banging into everything. Not only will you be extremely slow at the beginning, which is something that you always would have to get used to, like since the exoskeletons were always something you would get late game. But now we have the ability to ignore everything. Yeah, I guess in a way that really does seem like the Factorio equivalent of modded Minecraft, like power suits with the rocket, the jetpacks, or just jetpacks in general in modded Minecraft. I remember getting jetpacks as like one of like my first goals in modded Minecraft, just because they were so helpful. It's like once you got that unlocked, it's just like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna be flying around from now on. These aren't considered a fuel. Boo doo boo boo. Doo doo boo boo doo boo doo boo boo. 8 minutes. Artificial. I wonder if there is a way. Okay, crafted on this planet, but I really do wonder. I wonder, what the novice production is for, nutrients from a biter egg. Okay, so that's another thing. You can get nutrients from the biter eggs. You can get nutrients from fish, nutrients from biter eggs. But what's the point of nutrients on novice? These can all be created. Whoa. If it is possible to transport seeds and use them on novice, I wouldn't need to worry about agricultural science on this dumb planet anymore. That would actually solve all my problems, but it would also make Gleba obsolete at a certain point, because I would not want to come back here. I would maybe have like an extremely minimal rocket setup with defenses around it, no spore production, and then I would have whatever, like a biochamber just to create biochambers in case I needed to stop here and make more or something. And what else? I don't even know what else is necessary. Maybe I can make carbon fiber on novice if I could get the other production going there. Oh, yeah, the agricultural science is limited to this planet. So, if I could produce bioflux on novice, then that would actually explain how I would get biters controlled. Like, it requires bioflux, but I thought it has an hour lifespan, bioflux, so sending it to novice wouldn't be hard to achieve. I just don't really understand the point of any of that either way. Like, if I can breed biters or get their eggs, wouldn't that just be another type of fuel? And nutrients even still. Like, what's the point of having nutrients on novice? That really confuses me. I feel like I should look that up just to understand. Unless it's... Let me see, maybe there will be something in here about it. Biter egg. It's a type of fuel. Okay, so the biter eggs are made to craft overgrowth Yumako soil here. So I'll need the biter eggs on Gleba. Overgrowth jelly nut soil. That would mean I'd be able to build anywhere within the red biome or anywhere within the green biome using those. Captive biter spawner. One behemoth biter. This is made in the cryogenic plant with fluoroketone. Cryogenic plant. Also using uranium. So, are these like pets? With how expensive this is, I could see it actually being something. But biolab. Okay, biter eggs are made. Biter eggs are used in productivity module 3s. Biter eggs are used in Prometheum science packs. That ain't happening. That is not happening. Prometheum, a quantum processor, and 10 biter eggs? For one. Wait, 10x Prometheum. So you get 10 Prometheum science packs. Using all this in a cryogenic plant on the worst planet. And does that mean I have to ship biter eggs to the frozen planet dangerously through this Prometheum asteroid space? So, what other kinds of games are gonna be fun for me to play and record? I have been thinking about that a lot lately because, because I wanna record a bunch of stuff, but This is not cool. This is not good. None of this is good. We're at a point where normally I hit these points and I'm like, oh, this is going to be difficult. This is going to make things harder. I'm not going to be able to do this. But we're at a point where that is actually, we're passing a certain threshold where that is slightly beyond my desire to continue chugging along doing little things that I don't understand, because that will require me setting up my space platform in a totally new way, which will be difficult. I could try to like just copy someone's online stuff and like just cheese it in that sense, which would be really lame, but that in itself for me is enough effort that I wouldn't want to do it. It would take too much effort to copy someone else's stuff, because I know that effort feels unfun to me. I don't like to put any effort into anything that isn't fun. So for me to invest in finding and downloading someone's thing so that I could get on here, take the copy, paste it so that I have my things automatically build it back on Novice, back over Novice, or convert my other one. So I've got this one just sitting here. This can be converted into anything pretty easily. Like, let's see how this would look. Yeah, like imagine if I just set this to build a top. I could set my tiny one, this one, this one, and it would start doing it. There's no reason. I mean, all these cargo bays I would need to go back and specifically build. I don't actually have a lot of this stuff automated, but what the hell is that? But yeah, I'm gonna have to stop here, and I can make the Spidertron. I think I'm determined to get that done at the very least, and I did put up all these defenses for a reason. So I'm gonna have to continue here, and what I really hope is to make it to Fulgora somehow. I'm really distracted by these science, by like my personal input with these science packs, because it's frustrating. Maybe if I can set up low density structure production, I forget how that's even done. If I can get that going here, copper, steel plates, plastic bars, I got enough plastic. I stopped my plastic production because it was getting too excessive. Actually, let's see how much that is. 67k. Okay, yeah, I could get that set up. Low density structure. We got tons of copper. Steel plates will be the hang up, but that's not a huge deal. Let me make one of my little blue. Where are they? Yeah, these. I should be able to toss one of these down anywhere. Okay, and this will be... This will call for copper, steel, Might as well just call for all of it. And whatever else goes into it. Plastic, of course, plastic. And with plastic, might as well set that to a high number. So, there. Now that's going to be produced. And that by itself means we will, if these blues are still being made, what's the holdup on this? Iron can't even fit in here. Why are there so many though? It's being fed in directly, even though I have this here. Okay, so we're gonna need to set that to stay separate then. And that's technically only for the red, because this right here can be used directly. Okay, so we will consistently have those set up. I won't need to worry about that either. We do technically also have the rocket fuel being made with our bioflux consistently, so that also should not be a problem. One issue will be that I don't have enough of these down again. So I'll need to find somewhere to put them, and that will be cool. Okay, 2 hours and 3 minutes. Alright, well, yeah, this is turning out alright. I mean, as of right now, I do believe I want to take some kind of break, play something else. I actually talked to my friend about possibly getting some kind of goofy multiplayer thing going that I could upload. But, I do plan on continuing my Factorio stuff. I at least want to get Spidertron and see how I feel at that point. And with how I'm doing things now, I'm going to make sure it's at least an epic Spidertron. So, we shall see. To be continued.